Being athletic director is a challenging job. Many people don't know the importance of Mr. Eden's role at Evyllin Community High School.
There's times it's stressful, like any job I would think, but there's times it's pretty rewarding. So again, the fall is probably the most stressful time just because it's so many events. But you know, if you like what you do, it's not too stressful.
One may wonder how much time it takes to be an athletic director.
All of my time, I think, goes into my job. This time of year, I'm probably at school 60 hours a week, I would say, and then on the weekends, probably working another 5 to 10 hours, getting ready for the week ahead.
Even though Mr. Edens enjoys his job, the hardest part for him is
just the time here and the time that I have to spend away from my own family's activities.
Not every schedule is created equally, but the athletic director does have input.
Well, you meet with coaches and you kind of figure out who we want to play, where our program's at. If our program is a winning program, we schedule as hard as we can. If we're a program that's growing and we are trying to get better, we schedule for where our program's at the time.
Although he's an athletic director now, Mr. Eden started his journey in the classroom.
Well, I taught for about 15 years at the middle school and the high school and the intermediate school, and coached everything I could, coached basketball, football, baseball, track, and then the middle school AD job came open, and I applied for it, and the rest is history, I guess. I was a middle school AD for 8 years before coming to high school.
Even though there is stressful times, Mr. Eden's most rewarding moments are
nights like Friday night, you know, where you pull off a big event, the community shows up, we win, you know, things go really well. So just at the end of an event, seeing it completed with very few distractions and everything goes well.
Although Mr. Edens is the head athletic director, there is a special contributor that pulls it all together.
Mr. Croy's the best. He handles all the fundraising, he handles officials, you know, all those little details that no one sees. Mr. Croy handles all that stuff, so he's a real asset.
Each sport is set up differently. Mr. Edens finds his own way to make it successful.
How do I set up for different sports? Well, Mr. Croy and I determine what the events are. We prioritize through the day which one's going to take the longest. Whichever takes the longest, we do in the morning, and then we just, like I said, prioritize and then get them out, knocked out before the game.
Dealing with upset parents can be difficult. Mr. Edens understands.
I've ever had an upset parent? No, I'm a parent myself, so that makes it a little bit easier. I think you listen to them, you hear them. Typically, they're advocating for their child, and you have to understand that. So you just hear what they have to say, and you don't always have to agree with them. Sometimes you leave a meeting and you would just agree to disagree, but it's just part of the job. And like I said, as a parent, I understand it, so I don't get too worried about it.